Hi everybody, it's me Jill and welcome to Jill Informed. This is the recap of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 13, Episode 15, Ashing It Out. Okay, yes, the ladies are still in Spain and Sutton is preparing to release Merce's ashes. Yes, that's right. Merce will no longer be in the purse. He will be in the ocean and in the air. And if we can believe the previews, all over Garcelle's back. Yeah, but I'm getting ahead of myself. At this point, the ladies are still getting ready to go to the town where they're going to release the ashes. And Trevor has arrived. He's going to be joining them for this ceremony. In fact, in preparation, he and Sutton release Merce from the Ziploc bag and just put him straight into the box. Guys, it is a messy endeavor, to say the least. I don't know, what they should have done, but there's definitely a part of me that feels like there was a better way to do this. Maybe any way other than what they did. He's all over Sutton's fingers. Anyway, it's a lot. There's a lot of Merce. So again, for Sutton, this ceremony is symbolic of many things, not just releasing Merce's ashes, but this is symbolic of being on her own for the first time, and that's scary. But you know what? Sutton can do it. She's strong. She is woman, hear her roar. And Trevor, of course, still just the sweetest. He remembers each of the ladies by name. I know, you guys are like, Jill, he's probably a huge Housewives fan. Maybe he is. But I did think it was just sweet. Hello, Sutton. Hello, Dorit. Hi, Anna Marie. Yeah, even he knows it's Anna Marie. He tells them that he and his friends had the best time last night. My friends were so happy to meet you all. You guys were the best. And Garcelle goes, even Erica? And Trevor goes, especially Erica. Still can't do the voice. They all get in the Sprinter van then, and Trevor is pointing different things out. And the town is beautiful. The city they're going to, everything is just gorgeous. There's beach and beautiful architecture. It's really pretty. And Merce is saying where all the gay bars are and stuff. And he goes, there's this whole cave where you have to swim to, where people go to hook up. And Sutton goes, and I also heard that it's Bear Week. I kind of like bears. And Trevor goes, I do too. Side note, are there weeks designated to other types of gays? Just curious. Garcelle's like, what's a bear? Are you saying B-A-R-E or B-E-A-R? Trevor's like, B-E-A-R. Yeah, come on, Garcelle. Erica's like, it's a fuzzy gay man with a lot of hair and muscles. And I think Trevor's about to say, not necessarily a big muscle guy. And she goes, well, there's muscle queens and there's also slim bears and baby bears, cubs, sorry. And then I think Sutton was like, and there's otters. So yeah, the ladies got a little lesson. And then Garcelle said that Andy Cohen was on her podcast. I kind of love that she said Andy Cohen, all these ladies don't know who Andy is, Anyway, she goes, Andy Cohen was on my podcast, and I said to him, I need to know, are you a top or a bottom? And he said, I am a powerful top, Garcelle. And then her friend who was there said that he was a blouse. And she goes, what's a blouse? A feminine top. Which I had never heard before. That's pretty funny. All right, so they get to the place where they're about to release the ashes. They're it's sort of like a cliffside almost. Although it does look like it's right in town there. There's some steps. There's a lot of people walking back and forth. I don't know. I feel like it should have been a little more out of the way, but in any case, it's beautiful. They're, like I said, it's kind of on the edge of a cliff into the ocean. And Sutton gives a tearful speech before she and Trevor release Merce's ashes. Everyone's crying. And she encourages them all when it is their turn with their flower lays that they let go of something that they've been holding on to for too long. The way she has with Merce's ashes and the way she has with her marriage, and like she needs to move forward with everything. She is ready to say goodbye, not only to Merce, but her dad and her marriage as well. As she and Trevor release the ashes into the wind, I'm not sure how much of Merce made it into the water, but I would say more than half of it landed on the ladies that were behind her. Crystal's like, oh my God, it's all over Garcelle's back. In Kyle's confessional, she's like, it's on my clothes, it's in my hair, in my mouth. In Erica's confessional, apparently some got in her mouth as well because she said, I don't even know this man. I don't want to be tasting this man. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, well, Trevor, I hope you didn't have anything you needed to let go of. You're just going to have to keep hanging on to it because it's time to abruptly say goodbye to you before the ladies carry on with their ceremony. Yeah, he just gives a little toodaloo. He didn't say that. I feel like he would, though. So Trevor says goodbye, and as the ladies continue to brush off Merce, Garcelle decides that she'll go first. She's crying, and I don't know if it's because what she's about to say is so emotional or if it's because she might have gotten a little Merce in her eyes. I'm just saying I don't know for a fact. Unclear. It's entirely possible. Merce is like sand at the beach. You come home and you find Merce in places you can't even believe how he got there. Merce may be with these ladies for a while, is all I'm saying. So Garcelle is letting go of abandonment issues that she feels from the men in her life. We know about her husband, of course, cheating on her, but what I didn't know, at least, was that her father left when she was 3 years old, and then he didn't come back into her life until she was in her teens, like 14 or something. And I'm not sure why. Honestly, no matter what happens in a marriage or a relationship, I don't think I will ever understand how somebody could not have their child in their life. And I don't even know enough to pass judgment on what the deal was with this man, but it affected Garcelle negatively. And then, of course, she meets the love of her life, her husband, that she thinks she's going to be with forever, and he betrays her as well. So she's letting go of that feeling of abandonment. Crystal is next. She's also weeping. This is about her brother. She's very choked up about her brother leaving. And she said, and he may never come back. I'm not sure how this applies to the ceremony. I don't know what she was leaving. Sounds like her brother was leaving her. Maybe she's just leaving any feelings of resentment that he's leaving. I don't know. That wasn't spelled out for us. Anne-Marie is next, and she wants to work on her confidence. She says something about, I have a very confident exterior, but inside I still have a lot of work to do to be in a more peaceful place. Hers was quick and tearless, but it may have revealed more than we think it did. Or not. Maybe it was glaringly obvious to everyone but me that she has been overcompensating for deep-seated insecurities. I don't know, but I just felt like it was surprisingly honest coming from Anna Marie, Dorit is going to try and leave her PTSD in the ocean. Don't know how she's going to do that. And next, it is Erica's turn. Side note, Garcelle must have done it first because she was the first one up there, but all of the ladies are holding their leis in a bunch, like in a ball, which I thought was an interesting way to hold it and then chuck it into the ocean. It's probably just me noticing these weird details, but as they're talking, they're kind of mushing it into a ball of flowers. All right, so it's Erica now, and she says, I'm here to let this go, this ball of flowers. I'm here to let this go in representation of all the hurt that I have felt in the last 2.5 years that I feel many of you have contributed to. Oh, damn. This has all the makings of a very fun ride home in the Sprinter van. I've turned a new page in my life. I always knew I would. So my hurt, my anger, my old life tosses it into the ocean. Yeah, nobody says anything. In Garcelle's confessional, she said, I'm jarred by what Erica is saying right now. If we caused her pain at all, maybe it was because we were holding up a mirror to her when we felt like she wasn't showing compassion. Yeah, I mean, look, I think we're kind of learning that from her sessions with the therapist, right? Where she is asking what empathy is or how to be empathetic as though she's like a robot come to life. So what is this empathy thing? Like, what am I supposed to do? Program that in, please. So Kyle goes last, and hers is really sad too. She's crying, and she just said, I want to let go of the guilt of thinking that I could have done something different for Lorraine, her friend that died by suicide. Yeah, that's rough. And I think it's probably a common feeling that loved ones of someone that died that way are left with all these feelings of how did I not see this? What could I have done different, right? But she also wants to let go of like hurt that she feels with her sister and this group. So it's got a little element of Erica there. So Sutton pulls everyone together for a group hug now, and yeah. Now it's time for shopping for some of them. Crystal and Erica aren't interested in shopping. I think they're heading to like a little ice cream shop. And Crystal said to Erica, I liked your intention, and I'm sorry if I contributed to your pain. And Erica's like, that's okay, honey. It happens. It's how you recover. And then in her confessional, Erica says that she really appreciated Crystal apologizing because nobody else did. All right, so tonight they are going to a restaurant, and there's going to be flamenco dancing. And also apparently the ladies have had a little flamenco lesson and will be doing their dance there as well. The assignment was that everybody should wear red, which everybody does. Well, sort of. They make a big deal about Kyle wearing orange, but I don't know if it's the way this looked on camera. It's a very bright orange, and it's a very red orange, if you ask me. When you see the group of the ladies, it's not like Kyle stands out as, wearing a green dress or something. It really kind of blends in with the others, if you ask me. Anyway, I guess she had a red dress, but Dorit nixed that because it was too slutty. And then we see them walking over these cobblestones and literally almost breaking their necks. I mean, Dorit, I feel like, had a couple of really close calls, but they're all basically tripping and slipping and taking itty-bitty tiny steps, yet still almost twisting an ankle because of their crazy shoes. And I have to tell you something. This went on for so long that I thought they were walking to the restaurant. No. All that slipping and falling and twisting their ankles that was just going from the house to the van. All right, in the van, I don't even know what starts this, but we get into a discussion about prenups and whether or not we blindly sign things that our husband puts in front of us. Kyle says, Mo pays all the bills. So yeah, she just blindly signs anything he gives her and hopes for the best. Sutton, on the other hand, is a hard no. Do not sign anything. I don't care if you're married to the Pope. In Erica's confessional, she's like, oh, Kyle. That's how I got into trouble. It's okay to trust your husband until it's not okay to trust your husband. Yeah, I get it, but I do kind of fall into the category of I would sign anything my husband put in front of me. Not only that, I probably shouldn't even admit this, but I generally sign things that people put in front of me. My husband and I just bought a couch, and there were so many documents to sign. You would not believe the paperwork. Yeah, we were initialing here, signing here, dating that. God only knows. God only knows. We probably also adopted that person's child. The couch and my son will be there at 4:30 on Tuesday. Good luck. Okay, so they get to the restaurant and they're seated, and Anna Marie asks everyone, what was your favorite part of the trip? And Crystal said, probably when you accused me of calling everyone shallow and uneducated. No, her favorite was the paella making, which you didn't make paella, you watched it. But I guess it's because she and Lucy, her house manager, they watch cooking classes online or something like that. I don't know. Kyle said hers was the ceremony at the ocean because, as it turns out, Merce is delicious. Kidding. Because it was just nice having a very honest, real moment with everybody. And then I think Garcelle said, what about you, Erica? Garcelle knows what she's doing. But Erica just said, it's been so long since I felt good and relaxed on a trip. Like last year's trip was horrible. And Kyle goes, what was last year's trip? Aspen. How could you forget? So we get some flashbacks to that trip and the whole earring discussion where Garcelle is like, why don't you just give the earrings back? And then we have Crystal saying, all I think about are the victims. And Erica's reply is, I don't give a fuck about anybody but me. Yeah, this is the woman that wants the ladies to grovel now, filled with apologies for making her feel so bad when she says things like, I don't give a fuck about the victims. Now, because in court, it couldn't be proven that the money used to buy your earrings came from the victim fund. You want the ladies to go, oh my God, I was all wrong about you, Erica. I'm so sorry. Can you ever forgive me? Girl. So Anna Marie asks Erica for clarification because, I wasn't here last year. In case you didn't notice. Erica explains that, how she felt, that why she said what she said at the ceremony. And Garcelle said, Erica, at the Eagle Woman retreat, you said you didn't know if you trusted this group. And Erica goes, yeah, I feel more relaxed now with the group, but trust is earned over time. And then Sutton goes, well, with that said, I would like to make a toast to Erica. And Erica goes, thank you, Sutton. Now, some of us did not receive door invitations to your show. What? This is a snarky, passive-aggressive toast to Erica? Oh my God. Kind of an unexpected delight. Go on. We get a flashback, well, not really a flashback because we never saw this before, but we see Erica arriving in a limo to Kyle's house with two Vegas dancers holding a giant oversized ticket to her show, her residency in Vegas, to tickets to one of her shows. And I don't know who she did that for other than Kyle. I assume Kyle, Dorit, I don't know who else. Rena, maybe? Probably just Fox Force 5. But anyway, Sutton goes, but I want to congratulate you on your residency because I know this is a big deal for you. She added the for you at the end. Oh my God. This is scathing. A scathing toast to someone. I know it's a big deal. For you. It wouldn't be for me or my ballerinas. Erica just said, thank you, it is. Sutton just says, and we are all proud of you, and I think we will all be there, whether you invite us or not. We will stalk you. Erica just said, of course. You're totally invited. And I remember how much support you all gave me when I was on Broadway. You even chartered that plane. And Sutton goes, yeah, I did. And I still didn't get a door invitation. No, now we just hear a bunch of pounding, and it's the flamenco dancers beginning. This guy's really cute. He's up on the stage stomping away, and the ladies are enamored with him, but also they're starting to get a little bit like, oh my God. And now we're going to follow that. And the restaurant's crowded. These people are professionals. So Kyle says, Sutton, hostess with the mostest, do you really expect us to get up there? Remember, they only rehearsed once. And then Dorit goes, Sutton, this isn't me chickening out. But I genuinely don't think I can do it in this dress with these shoes. So Erica goes, honey, you take your shoes off and you hold your dress up like the other girls. Yeah. Anyway, next thing that happens is they are being introduced as these VIP guests and everyone's applauding. And so they all get up on the stage and, it was fine. It was fine because they really didn't have to do anything much. There was a woman there like taking him through the steps. Stomp, 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 clap, clap, clap. Put your arm up here, do this. And they all just kind of did it and it was fine. As they're being guided through these slow, easy steps, we hear Sutton's voiceover talk about how these women are like family to me and I love them. Okay. And oh, wow, we are back in Beverly Hills. So no packing montage, no breakfast together in the haunted house before they head home, no little people sighting. We don't even say goodbye to Trevor? No? Okay. We do little check-ins. Garcelle has ordered some new designer shoes. Crystal's doing homework with Zoe and Max, her kids, and Erica is at rehearsal. And then we see Dorit arriving at Kyle's house. She says she was just in the area, and so let's go sit down and talk. So how are things with Moster? Honestly, I thought anything would be better than calling this guy Mo. And then I heard Dorit call him Moster. And I realized I was wrong. So Kyle tells her that she's been seeing a therapist and that Mauricio has been joining in the sessions sometimes. But it isn't an issue of them fighting. They don't fight. The issue is that they don't communicate. So they go for long periods without talking to each other. And now that they're so incredibly busy, they don't even see much of each other. One thing that makes sense, and also look, we know they're really having problems because in real life, they're separated. And I believe they're getting a divorce. So that wasn't just a thing for the show. Like, remember the season we saw Melissa and Joe Gorga act like they were going to get divorced? That was for the show. This obviously isn't just for the show. So something was going on in their marriage. And what she says is, I would witness him like on the phone with the agency, with his company, and there would be a problem. And whatever the issue was, like he put everything into that issue. All his effort, all his energy went into solving this problem. Yet when I tell him we're having a problem, our marriage is having a problem, I don't get that same level of energy. And so she doesn't feel prioritized or that she matters as much to him as his business does. She's like, I have supported him from day one. And Dorit goes, would you say this is one of the hardest moments? And Kyle goes, yes. In her confessional, Kyle says, if there's no effort put into us, we're not going to end up together. We'll never survive this. Yeah. And that is where this episode ends. Thank you guys for being here. If you liked what you saw here today, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. Also, if you click on the bell icon, you will receive notifications every time I post something new here on my channel. For those of you who shop at Amazon, I am an Amazon affiliate. By going through any of the links that I have posted in the description box below this video, before you do your shopping, I will receive a small credit for any purchases that you make. It does not have to be the item that I have listed, just as long as you are still logged in during that session. And I know some of you guys are already going through the extra steps to do that for me. It doesn't cost you anything. It's just kind of a pain. So I appreciate it very much. Thank you. And that is it for me. I will see you guys next week with the next recap of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I love you guys. Bye.